What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ryan Meyer's Expeditions. Today I've got Justin Lee here and Ben Zyons. We're here on this really special coastline and we're gonna go deep looking for moose, uhus, and maybe some big goats, we'll see. All right, guys, so there's a couple of lure fishermen fishing right here where we're getting ready to go in. And what are we popping some uhus for them? Just ruined everything.
So we just showed up to the spot. Another backyard spot for Justin Lee's out here. It's the only place where Ryan can shoot fish.
Facts.
Actually, he shot more fish than me yesterday, so I can't say anything. But
I did in your backyard.
We just pulled up. There's a couple of lure fishermen. Thank God they're my neighbors. And so we just talked to them for a little bit. But what did they ask for?
Uhus. So I am on uhu patrol.
But I told him he has to shoot the uhus early in the dive so we can swim back and give it to him on the cliffside so we don't have to drag them and attract Uncle Tony.
Facts. Always love providing fish to anybody around that is looking for fish.
Because Justin says when you're diving on his backyard, you get your 5 fish. These uhus won't count as the 5 fish. So,
heck yeah.
So he gets 5 other shots. The good thing is, you know, yesterday I shot 2 fish, I shot twice. Ryan shot 3 fish, I think he shot 19 times. So he gets more.
Bullshit. I shot one time that I did not get a fish from. One time. You guys will see that clip. I was robbed.
But no, that's the biggest thing about, you know, for me, whenever you go to somebody's backyard, when you go to somebody's place, you want to abide by their rules.
Thanks.
And, you know, for me, because this is my refrigerator, and it's not just my refrigerator, but it's everybody else's that comes down here, you just don't want to take more than we can.
For sure.
You know, when I was younger, definitely, you know, I shot a lot of fish and fish went into the freezer. But now that, you know, its ability to go out and catch fish whenever the water is nice, we want to make sure there's always fish there. So we limit it to 5 fish, no more than 3 of any species, and we go from there. So yeah, when people ask for fish,
We're stoked.
those don't count.
Well, I was honestly here, guys, and I pulled up and I'm like, I got 2 moo in the fridge from literally yesterday. And I'm like, I don't know what, I don't need any more fish really. And so I was kind of just on trophy patrol. But then when you go on trophy patrol, you don't shoot a lot. You know, I could go all day out here and not shoot a fish. And I love to show you guys, obviously, spearfishing. Stoked to get a couple of these uhus to be able to give back and dive these guys' backyard. I got the big gun today, so I'm not looking to shoot a lot of fish. I'm just looking for that one big moo, that one big uku. We'll see. Guys, this is gonna be sick. We'll see you in the water. So I jumped in the water just a few minutes before the guys as they were still getting ready, and I really wanted to get these uhus fast. You know, I wanted to get them and then take them right back to the guys so that we could go off hunting for our big fish. But no matter what, whenever you want an uhu, they are just so difficult. When you don't want them, they are all over you. I tried dive bombing them, I tried hiding down here on the bottom, which is kind of my preferred method, but no matter what, they were so many that like I wouldn't take them seriously. You know, like if you don't really want it, you almost miss out on it. You don't give it like 100%. You don't wait patiently till it's distracted feeding. You just kind of go after them because they seem to be everywhere. Now, it definitely took me a while. In these instances, it is so important to slow down and kind of remember those hunting techniques. And that's something that can definitely happen to you guys wherever you're hunting, that you kind of get distracted, whether it's a lot of fish or you just seem to be spooking everything around you. And that's the time when you need to slow down, kind of take that extra few minutes to breathe up, relax, and then remember those basic techniques. Like right here, I waited until I found one distracted, till I found one that was feeding, did my proper dive bomb technique, nice and slow, all the way to the bottom, and then got the shot that I was looking for, so we could get this fish, give it back to the guys, and then get back out there hunting for those moose and ukus. So all day long, there were literally fish in my face. And when I say in my face, look at this clip here. These solid moo, like 2 or 3 pounders that I would normally shoot if I was looking for meat. Not quite trophy fish, but definitely solid eating fish if I was out there looking for groceries. You can see this thing here. They're just so calm. They come right into your face. Big roys all around. Those Joe Louis goats all around. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of activity over there happening. Look how close this thing gets. Papillo's there in the background. This was pretty much my day all day. Justin picked up this solid kumu, which was awesome. We always love shooting these fish, and these are just about everybody's favorite. Ben picked out this papillo next, and what's so cool about this is we're not even hunting, we're just selecting exactly the fish we want for dinner. What's so cool about diving on this level and not being in a need to take anything. You know, we're seriously looking for two things out here. We're looking for that trophy, that awesome, my biggest moo ever, my biggest uku, or something that we're just genuinely really excited to take home and eat for dinner. We have the ability to truly select exactly what we want to take. And if we want to take nothing, that's perfectly fine too. We go out here, we have an excellent exercise session, spearfishing session, hanging out with the guys, and that's what's so incredibly special about this sport. Now on this dive, I bump into one of those fish that I was looking for, one of those fish that I definitely wanted to take home to eat. You can see I go down to the bottom, I post up, and there he is right there. The Moana collie cruising, he's got that papillo over him, and I had done a lot of dives this day, and I had not pulled the trigger except for on that one uhu, and I was kind of upset to see that Moana collie just split. You know, I thought he would come right over, normally, especially on this coast, but most of the time, whenever I bump into one of these Moana collies, I can usually get him to come over to me and wait and be patient and get the shot that I'm looking for. So I was a little disappointed to see that one take off, but still, I know that if I sit down there, I hunt properly, I do all my typical hunting techniques, then maybe he'll just show back up. Again, you can see those moo, those big joes, those papillos. There's just such a sick amount of life over here, and you can wait and be patient and then just take what you need. That really is such a cool aspect of spearfishing with these guys, that there's no pressure, there's no rush. None of us feel the need to pull that trigger at any time. We're perfectly comfortable going out there and shooting absolutely nothing. And I feel like that's the difference between sometimes when you're a professional or when you're a beginner, you're kind of desperate to get out there and shoot something. And I struggle sometimes, honestly, guys, because I really want to show you guys footage, you know, and to do that, I've kind of got to shoot fish. But maybe I'm going to take a lot more of these Roy, and maybe that's how I'll satisfy my kind of need to show you guys some spearfishing footage, but also only take what I need out there. And you can see I waited down there long enough, and that big collie did exactly what I really thought that he would do, which was come right back over and give me that shot that I was looking for. Again, that was a longer dive, and you can see how my reel gets kind of tangled up there, and I kind of decide to screw with it a little bit. Maybe I can untangle it, and then I decide, you know what, whatever, I'll just pull this thing all the way to the surface. But again, one of the benefits of diving with your really good friends is you know 100% they're gonna be there, they're waiting, they know exactly what to do, and you're 100% safe. So we were doing some relatively deeper dives all day, and we were looking for those ukus. I mean, that was the topic we talked about all day. We're like, where are the ukus? There should be one, somebody should bump into one, and eventually it happened to me, and I was able to get a decent shot on this thing here. He came right in. It was a decent sized fish, but I was just a little tiny bit low, and he managed to get me down in there on the rocks and pull it off. And again, that's a nightmare. I really hope this fish survived. I hate wounding and wasting fish like this. So after that, we were pretty much on our way in. We were getting a little cold, diving real slow, but I was still looking for one more uhu for the guys, for Justin's friends, so he could take back and give them to his neighbors, those Alua fishermen that were there at the beginning. And honestly, this is my preferred way to shoot uhus. I do not love the dive bombing technique. I think you get a much lower percentage shot like that. I think so many of these uhus just come over next to you if you're down there, if you're hiding properly, and if you're waiting, and you end up with a much better shot, and also the possibility at other fish. So that's exactly what happened here. I wait, I kind of aguado technique over to him, and then get the shot that I'm looking for, able to spin this uhu, and then give him to Justin and the guys. I really have a blast diving with these guys. No pressure. We're just out here looking for whatever may show up. We had this school of little fishes come all around us. Some cavacavas or bonitas come through, some rainbow runners. We were really looking for some onos or some ahis come through, but honestly, the biggest thing on my mind was getting back to Justin's house to shoot some more arrows. Well guys, cool dive there. Picked up a couple uhus for the guys. I got one beautiful Moana collie to take home to Sam. But honest to God, all I can think about the whole entire dive was getting back to Justin's house to shoot this bow, throw a couple more targets, throw a couple more arrows at the target. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see how I did. Well, I'm consistent. Not the worst grouping I've ever seen. I got a lot more work to do.
What are we gonna make tonight, Ryan?
We are making ceviche, goatfish ceviche.
We are making Moana ceviche. This is a recipe that we are borrowing from our very good friend John. And John is actually the guy that we probably credit all of our
100%.
YouTube videos to. Yeah, John's the one who actually told us that we should start a channel.
He made us start a channel.
He made us start a channel.
He gave us a couple cameras and was like, you are starting a channel.
Yes. And now here we are.
So actually when John was here, we shot 3 Moana and we filleted them up and we turned them into goatfish ceviche. And it was so freaking good that we've been wanting to do it for so long, but we have such a hard time filleting goatfish and not cooking them as whole steamed goat because it's just the best freaking thing ever. But we've been having so much whole steamed goat lately, and I had a big one and I decided this is the one that's getting filleted. So I'm gonna take you real quick through filleting this guy, and then Sam's gonna turn it into ceviche.
Not a really big fan of filleting in the house. I just kind of feel like I'm gonna be finding these scales all over my life for the next week.
All right guys, check that out right there. Nice beautiful fillet on that goat. Wasn't the easiest fillet job in the world, but it came out beautiful. There's no meat left on those bones there. And now to do the other side, same way. I'll just pop this top off right there. And I'm gonna come down here. I'm just gonna take some little chunks. What do you think, Sam? Something like that? I can do them in half. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Perfect.
Ryan took like 5 years to cut the fish, but it's finally finished and we are going to pop it into the fridge. That can chill a little bit, and we're gonna get started on our ceviche. The cool thing about ceviche is that the fish is technically cooked. It gets cooked by the citrus. So even though we don't add any heat, the citrus actually cooks the meat. The other cool thing about ceviche is you can kind of do whatever you want with it. Today we're using limes, lemons, a jalapeno pepper. We're using some garlic, some cilantro, and John's specialty is a little bit of tequila. Now, I don't know if that says a lot about John or a lot about us, but this is the best part. Let's get cooking. First thing first is that we are gonna pour ourselves something to drink. So we like our full training wheels here.
That's huge.
Okay, wait, we'll share it.
Sam, the day is young.
It's only 4 p.m.
All right, now we can get started.
So for this recipe, we are gonna use an even ratio of lemons to limes. So we're doing half a cup of limes and we're gonna do half a cup of lemon juice too. Here's the lime juice. And now, lemons. So what is our rule today?
We're basically trying to decide which word we should both have to take a shot anytime the other person says it. We're wondering what word. What do you think, Sammy?
I guess fish.
I think fish is the only one that makes sense. It's the only one I could think of. So basically, anytime anybody says fish, both people have to take a shot. And I just got sprayed in the eye by the lemon. I'm gonna have to take another shower after this. Okay, Sam failed on purpose for both of us already.
It's really hot in here, and I just needed something to cool off.
Sam, what do we do now?
I don't know. I need John. I need someone to come cook for us. That's what we need.
Again, we've reached the point in every video where we realize we have absolutely no idea what we're doing. Wait! Wait! Did you say, do we put the blank in now, or?
I honestly don't even know what I'm doing.
See?
Like, do I put the fish in now? Why?
You did, I told you. I told you that would be a good word. Sam, pour it up. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
We are chopping up the garlic finely. I'm gonna put that off to the side while I get the cilantro ready. Wait, did you say fish?
No.
You did.
What?
When we were just talking.
Check the camera. I'm gonna tell them we'll plan on grilling tomorrow night and then eating fish after that.
Definitely that.
Oh, I told you, Sam, this would be the perfect word because it's just our whole entire lives. We have some of the best videos ever coming up for you here.
Careful what you say.
I'm careful.
Don't say the forbidden word.
Coming up this weekend, we're going camping with a bunch of our friends, a bunch of legends there. We got Ben, we got Justin, we got Spencer, and we're gonna take you guys along, of course, and make a bunch of videos. But until then, I guess I have to take the shot.
Okay, we're just gonna take a handful of chopped cilantro and we're gonna add it to our mix. Last but not least, jalapeno. I'm worried that this is like a lot of juice compared to fish. How do we feel?
You need to take a shot.
You have to too. Don't laugh so much.
This is your fault, though. I saw you getting the out of the fridge, the ocean. I saw you getting the ocean critters, and I was like, she's gonna do it. And she did it. She's very predictable.
So we're going to put the ocean product into our lime juice. Yeah, this is perfect because you want it to be covered so it cooks properly. That looks really good. The camera eats first.
Guys, go follow Sam at Samagram. We'll put her link down below.
So I always ask people for recipe recommendations. If I use your recipe, I'll shout you out for sure. Lots of cool behind the scenes stuff on Instagram now. I'm gonna add some salt and some pepper, and we're gonna mix it up. Oh my God. I forgot the best part. 1 shot of tequila. This needs to sit in the lime juice concoction for like an hour. So, also really important, it needs to be cold because warm fish, warm semi-raw fish, not so tasty.
Wait! You said it again. You said warm blank something does something.
Film this part.
I can't. My GoPro's frozen. It's filming over there. Guys, we knew Sam was going to be the weak link, but I just didn't quite know how weak.
It's not fair because we could have picked a word where Ryan would be the weak link. Like, what if Ryan wasn't allowed to say Sam?
I would die. Temperature.
All right, hang on. We'll switch to camera 2 for a second.
Yes. Switching to camera 2. Weak link.
I was limited by Safeway, and I was also limited by price. So
Brings us to the point in the video where we ask you to go like that video so that next time we can afford something slightly better than the cheapest tequila Sam could find in the grocery store. So just do that. It takes us like forever to make these videos. Just go hit that like button, turn it blue. Thank you so much.
if you look through the plastic, how the tips and the outside is kind of turning white of the mystery meat, the word we shall not say, that's the mystery meat cooking. So everything's going well. We're gonna put this in the fridge to chill, and we will see you in 1 hour. Okay, Ryan, what are we about to eat?
We're about to eat sea critters.
Do you mean some fish?
Stop!
Everybody takes a shot.
Sam, that was such bad behavior.
Everybody takes a shot.
But now Britt is here. Britt, say hi.
Hi.
Britt, shot.
Cheers.
Can we eat, please?
Here's the ceviche. It's been chilled for an hour. Have you had ceviche?
Yeah, I mean, not with
You're in for
the
a treat.
goldfish, but
It's good, I promise. You'll like it.
so
Here,
excited.
I'll go first.
Go.
I'll be the tester.
This is amazing.
It's really good.
Is it John quality?
It's perfect.
You guys can see how white the fish is, and that's because it's like almost all the way cooked by the juices. What do we think, Brett?
that's really good.
It's really good.
I'm pleased.
I want it.
Yeah.
You can't have it.
Somebody take the camera so I can have some.
It's just, it's different. I like it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The goatfish is such like a delicate, such an incredible fish, and I always feel bad filleting them because you end up, when you steam them, you end up eating like the face, like the lips, the collars, everything. But this goatfish ceviche is so hard to beat. Guys, Sam is gonna put the recipe down below. We're gonna feast because we're starving. We are gonna continue playing this game, which we're losing at, all of us. And we'll see you next time right here on Ryan Meyer's Expeditions.